Hey y'all, good morning. It's Andrea from Andrea Speaks TV. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, subscribing to the channel. Listen y'all, I am on the go this morning, this beautiful morning, and so this video is going to be kind of quick. Listen, I apologize for not going live last night. I've been busy trying to get prepared, even more prepared for this hurricane that's supposed to be Hurricane Ian, that's supposed to be hitting my state sometime this weekend. We're praying that, it looks like the path has shifted. Maybe it's going more in a, different part of the state. So we're hoping and praying, that, all be well and safe. But listen, y'all, so I want to follow up this morning from my previous video where I talked about the Nord Stream 2 gas pipeline leaks. Okay, if you are not aware of what's going on, please make sure you check out my video. I will be going live tonight. Okay, I'm gonna make time tonight to sit down with you all and talk about probably around, I'm gonna try to go for maybe around 9 o'clock p.m. That'll give me enough time. But there is a gas pipeline. Okay, I believe it was completed in February of this year. Well, it may have been completed before then, but it's an underwater gas pipeline, I believe natural gas pipeline, that runs from Russia all the way to Germany. It was scheduled to begin operations in February of 2022. However, for some reason, primarily being blamed, the alleged war between Russia and Ukraine, the pipeline was not put into use. Okay, so fast forward, here we are. It's almost the end of September, right? End of September, and somehow mysteriously there has been there are holes in the gas pipeline. Now all of this is underwater, right? Underwater gas pipeline that's leaking gas, I believe, into the Baltic Sea. Okay, you all let me know if you have some insight. Feel free to comment and add to the topic. Okay, but now the finger pointing and the blame game has started. Okay, so I shared with you all that there's a video circulating, a very real video of President Biden, who was speaking back on February 7th, and he was being asked by a journalist. He was being asked about the U.S. involvement with the Nord Stream 2 pipeline, asking questions, what happened, this and that. You check out the video. I'm pretty sure it's online for you to view. And he mentioned, he spoke, he may have said several things, but one thing that stood out, he mentioned how if Russia did in fact, at the time, months ago, if Russia did in fact invade Ukraine, the U.S. would basically do something about it, or, something of that nature. Okay, I'm kind of just summarizing. He didn't use those actual words. And she, the reporter asked for clarification. I can't remember if it was he or she, but the reporter asked for clarification, and he basically said, that the U.S. would do something about it. Well, we can see from media reports that Russia has invaded Ukraine, allegedly. And then here we are. Now all of a sudden, mysteriously, there are large holes in the gas pipeline leaking natural gas, I believe, into the Baltic Sea. And how did that happen? It's very concerning because of President Biden's statements. People could assume that, well, since the president said it, since the president made that statement back on February 7th, could the U.S. somehow be involved? Now, seismologists, people who study earthquakes, they have already said that due to the size, the magnitude of what happened, that the leaks were not caused by an earthquake, which leads many people to believe that somehow this was a man-made incident. I saw a report yesterday, I believe someone, a foreign politician, I believe, shared on Twitter, blaming the U.S. That is, why I said that, hey, this is concerning because of the president's statements. And then this morning, I saw a headline that said Spain is now blaming Russia. And other countries are blaming Russia for, what they call this being a sabotage. Now, here's where I have a question. So, from my understanding, this gas pipeline is going from Russia to Germany, right? I'm just, I'm not someone who is studying gas pipelines. I'm not, I'm just being just a logical person, right? I'm not someone who has a whole lot of insight into this. But I don't think you need a whole lot of insight to answer this question that I'm about to ask. And I would like to ask you in the chat. I would like you to answer in the chat, please. I'm just wondering now. I'm not saying I'm for this side or that side or any of that. I'm just asking a question just based off logic, right? Now, if the gas pipeline, I've shared with you all before on the channel that Russia is a large energy supplier of natural gas to and other resources to many parts of Europe, right? Europe and Asia. So I'm just thinking, if that's true, and there's this gas pipeline that runs from Russia all the way to Germany that can, transport even more energy and, cause those countries, Germany and others, if there may be others, if there's this, miles and miles long gas pipeline that can supply energy to another country, which I'm sure generates millions, if not billions of dollars for them, for Russia, why would they intentionally destroy that and cut off a money supply for them? Now, just thinking logically, y'all, does that make sense? Again, I'm not somebody who has studied the history of Russia, or, I'm not claiming to be an expert on any of this, right? I'm someone that have, done a little bit of research on this, still learning about it, and I'm just connecting the dots. Why would Russia intentionally destroy a resource that's generating a large amount of income for them, especially at a time like this when so many sanctions are being placed and things like that? Y'all don't have questions about it? That doesn't seem questionable. But yet somehow they're, the media, it seems, wants us to believe that it was Russia. Who do you think put that narrative out there to begin with? Now, again, I'm not saying that I support this country or that country. I'm not saying who's right or wrong, but let's look at the information that's being presented to us. Who put that narrative out there and why? Something to think about, right? I don't know. Y'all let me know about, how you feel in the comments. I'll be following up on this story. I'm going to sit down tonight, go live, share my screen with you, and give you some more background information about the Nord Stream 2 pipeline. I believe there's a 1 and 2, Nord Stream 1 and 2 pipeline. We'll talk about it. So make sure you tune in. I'll say let's shoot for, actually, let's go for 10 o'clock p.m. Okay, that'll give me a little more time, and I can be settled and, uninterrupted during the live stream. Okay. All right, y'all, let me know your thoughts in the comments. The blame game, right? Finger pointing, blame game. It started out, yesterday I saw reports of, allegedly, based on what our president said, that it could have been U.S. involvement. Now I wake up this morning and I see where Spain and other countries are now pointing the finger at Russia. But why? I don't know how it happened. I'm just, based on, the facts, I'm laying the cards out, connecting the dots. What logical reason would Russia have to destroy a resource or a tool that I'm sure brings in millions, if not billions of dollars to their country? Y'all let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Share your thoughts in the comments, and we'll talk about it a little bit later right here on Andrea Speaks TV. Y'all have a blessed day. Continue to prepare no matter where you are, even if you're not in the path of the storm. Please make sure that you have emergency food supplies, survival needs. Make sure you add water to your survival needs, medicines, backup energy sources. Okay, we've talked about solar energy right here on the channel before, but in all things that you do, make sure you are prepared. Okay. All right. Talk to y'all later. Have a blessed day.